The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Lambeau. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Pollard again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Packers hit 9-4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat.
And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On play action, Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case,
and the ball is knocked out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Pickett. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Pickett to throw on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete there to Moore. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Out is Chris Nagar now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Nagar's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard.
You got money on the game?
He'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Pickett. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
No, I'm playing again.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Touchdown, Packers! Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have come back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
I feel you're
Not one that I've ever met.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
What happened?
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score.
You got to take Jack out the league. He ain't better play.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller
should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground.
But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd and 8 coming up. Pickett now from the gun here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20-plus. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Hey, I was suspended for a week.
Didn't he beat you?
I missed 2 games.
He was already
And
number
we
1.
welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Don't be sorry, be tough.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
I ain't going there with D-Dub. He gets to kick out the game.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I ain't fucking with D-Dub.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Blessings.
It's a good game of 11, sets him up first and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Yes. There's another to the set.
Pickett now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fox.
Hey, blessings, my brother.
3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Second down and goal. Pickett. And it's a Packers touchdown. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
While I'm laying up in the hospital, I'm going to be sending you blessings.
Third quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Oh, you need crap, my brother. I am.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
You might not be here too much longer either.
Back of the end zone for a touchback.
You better
set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. Oh. try and run for it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. 18 yards to pick up there.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Well, they ought to go.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
That's
Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now 17-14. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Oh, yeah.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Pickett. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon. And I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Right back to him on 1st down. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Pollard will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Yeah, okay.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen gets this to Bellinger. On the move past the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Throwing is Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Here's Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 yards there for number 15. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
Had the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle. They wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Green Bay, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try and turn things.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games, no swinging for them fences. We want
what's
the
your
final
defense
things
rank?
that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why